What the hex is going on, ladies and gentlemen?
What the hex? Episode 19.
What the heck?
Damn hex.
Oh, we have a Papa Bonus screaming from the
What the p-hex?
from the off.
Screaming from the forest behind a wild SJ. My video is a little bit screwed up. You guys go along with the show. I'll visit you in a moment.
And
We are
fuck
happy
your
to
shit,
not see
bro.
you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Wow, what a week it's been so far, and now we lost the wild SJ too. So all right, we'll see.
She will whisper.
Oh,
what's
hey,
going
Wild
on with all
SJ, you brought the toasted cheese sandwiches I ordered. Thank you. Can I have one?
That sounds
This is delicious. You're a great
Oh.
cook.
I do what I can.
Do you have composted toilets as well in the
God,
forest
no.
there?
I do actually.
The whole forest is a compostable toilet.
Yeah.
There's one toilet.
Have you solved the smelling issue?
It's clogged like the
The-
bridge.
The gray water.
Yeah.
I drained that tank, so it's not so bad.
You gray water. Let me
but
just say
yeah,
hi to the chat real quick. We got Daniel Gomez first. Don't even think about it, Nom Nom. Don't flitch. So Nom Nom second. Hello everybody. We got Hex down under in the chat. Hex on air is here. JL Orion. Should I get the popcorn ready? Oh yes, my friend. Bep4SE is in the chat. Samantha, that's a live crowd. We got 60 people watching already. Sandy B, the dude, the original Hex Swimmer is here. Reggie Bone, DJ and Dougie. Good morning, you guys. Nice. Thanks everybody for tuning in. So Pulsechain is live. Last week when we did the Thursday, we weren't live yet. So now we're live, and since for 2 days now, the bridge is also live. Before we go into things, I wanted to try and see if we can make sense of all of this, make it make sense. So this is like I'm all day on this website here, plsburn.com. After Dex Screener is my second favorite site right now. So you can see at the top, it has all the information we need. Block height, epoch, 17,295,996 right now. Then we have a loading bar here off the bridge. So the amazing stuff is that there's a total of $60 million has been put, or value of tokens has been put through
DJ,
this bridge.
I think
Yes.
Richard kindly asked us not to use the bridge for when it was like 50 million.
Yes.
So
Well done,
And
guys.
what-
Now it's 60 million.
10 million worth of people don't give a fuck. Just
And just so some people know, I saw that number already at 31.7, so it's actually going down because people
I
keep
was
sending in.
just about to say that. Like I see in 31.8 actually, and it's now
that's
going down
because
again.
more liquidity gets in and the percentage gets smaller.
So
Yeah.
please stop, get
Take
help.
it easy.
Uh,
So
Wait a
Bitcoin has the halving. We have the unclogging of
Clogging.
the pulse market.
I don't know why there's no Mario and Luigi there on the screen to help out. Like
Yeah. We need the plumbers. Send
They
the
kill
plumbers in.
turtles.
Man. But it's amazing. I mean, just the interest, the volume, the everything. I mean, which other token or blockchain ever had a start like this with so much activity going on? Like this is it's very bullish, is super impressive. And then
What
down
was
here,
the-
of course, you see these ratios which I'm looking at. So hex is still, 118 pulls for one hex. INC
bridge in Hex.
token. It's
I
a lot
approve
of
that message.
Oh no, sorry.
a lot of INC, but I see one change here is the pulse to pulse X ratio. This has actually changed. So it's 1 to more than it used to be 1 to 4. So this is coming down a little bit from the ratio. Also interesting, the circulating supply. So you see this much pulse and 143 trillion pulse X in supply, and 16 billion of that already burned from all the
And the
activity on
percentage
the
actually
exchange.
it's not accurate because
Sure.
it's more. Because at least 90% of the total supply of PulseX is owned by Away.
Yes.
So you can move the decimal point, and it's how much it's burned. If we move it by one, was it nearly 0.1% of user owned is burned. That's
Yes.
nice.
That's very nice.
What I'm able to
So-
see right off the bat is that the burning in Pulsex is almost 20 times higher than the burning of Pulse. So that's also nice.
I think it's more.
Well, I'm comparing the
Absolutely
numbers
more.
there, not
Yeah.
percentage wise.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely amazing what's going on. There's hundreds and if not thousands of transactions every day on the Pulse X exchange. Lots of stuff going on. And then lastly, the validators now. So when during the testnet phase, we had between 4,000 and 6,000 validators. Right now, it's already 9,116 live and another 3,300, if I have this correct, in the
Entering.
queue,
Yeah.
right?
So please
Mhm.
also stop because you're diluting me. So no more validators.
So
Yeah,
David Feeder is killing it out there with the validators.
Yeah, literally with the shotgun. Yes,
Yes.
we don't
Shout out-
condone killing
He's
it with shotgun.
terminating, okay? He's not
Yes.
killing anything or anyone.
And shout out to Hexigate. He actually did that.
And-
meme.
And so people have an idea. Even before the bridge was up, there were like on the first day of Pulsechain, there was like 2/3 of the total transactions that existed on Ethereum on the same day. So
Yeah.
that's not bullish. I don't know what is.
What do you guys have to say about the gas prices? I mean,
They're
we had
lovely. Love them. I
Well,
collect them.
yeah. And if you can go to Otherscan just to show people something, otherscan.com, the new Explorer. If you click on the
Yeah.
latest block, there.
Click on the latest block. Where? Here.
Yeah, there.
Okay.
Can you unzoom a little bit?
Zoom out, you mean?
Zoom out, zoom in a little bit. Again.
Kill
Sorry.
the zoom.
Zoom in.
Zoom, zoom.
One less.
Oh, come on.
One less. One less.
One.
Okay, perfect. You see that gas use limit? So it's
Yes,
like
down here.
18%. So 18% of the block was filled. So if you go to the back arrow and see the previous blocks, no, sorry, the back
Oh.
arrow.
I see an otter now.
Can you go?
Can't
to the
we have a
latest
better
again?
block
Sorry.
explorer than this that has a little bit more visuals like this? Do you like this thing?
Because
Oh,
come
man.
on.
I'm a block
It's-
explorer guy. I need my ETH explorer type thing. Like
Richard would say,
pictures
then
and-
go build it.
go build one, you asshole.
You like that? Go build it.
Can you click on the latest block again? Sorry, just to finish my point.
So yeah, finish your.
Yeah, on
Oh,
where
up,
it
up
says
here
blocks.
we can
Yeah,
move
exactly.
around. So
If you
this
see
another block.
before 99%.
Yes,
go
this
back.
was filled.
Keep going back.
Keep going back. Again,
70%.
18%. Ah, there's
Yeah.
a pattern here. Again, full. Interesting.
Yeah, if you keep moving down.
So what is your point?
My point is
Don't-
the majority
don't-
of
just click back until you see a
yeah
not filled
keep on
block.
keep on clicking.
It's the
You know
click
what
show.
otters like to
Welcome
do?
to the clicking show. Oh, otters
on
the one
going.
that eat the trees? No, that's beavers. right?
No, don't.
Just
No. Otter's the one that rolls over on its back and takes a little rock and cracks the shells and eats them
Oh yes,
Well,
in the
really
ocean.
hard one.
In the ocean.
You
Not
totally,
beavers. No.
You totally ruined my point. But the point was
Sorry.
that most of the
Sorry.
blocks are not even
Let's say it.
20% filled. And so the problem with the gas fees is not that the blockchain cannot process them. It has nothing to do with throughput. It's simply because whoever is running bots is putting the gas fee so high
Yes.
that the validators are just saying, okay, just give me those fees. And if anyone else that wants to have priority over those, they need to set the gas fee even higher. So it's a matter of the gas being bid higher, not because the blockchain is full or cannot process all the transactions. On the contrary, most of the blocks are empty or less than 20% filled. And so the throughput is more than enough for the demand that we have at this point. It's just that whoever is paying for those transactions is just setting the gas price very high, and I don't mind
Yeah.
it because they're paying me. So
we the users are actually retarded.
a little bit
Yeah.
like that.
It's our fault.
But still, if like it's now 123 for a transaction, like when I on the first day moved out my coins, I hope everybody did that as well. I moved my coins out to fresh wallets because I damn sure did participate in airdrops and whatnot. And just for security reasons, it's smart to create fresh wallets, fresh seed phrases, fresh passphrases, all that jazz, and move your coins. Just move them. And I paid
Just a moment. Just
a
a
fraction
fucking
of
moment,
a
please. Just a moment.
sizzle
Just
for
a,
a cent.
no, just a moment.
I did.
I know you did. A wild SJ who's been sitting here very patiently and nicely has to also chime in and understand how we have to understand what she did on the road to practice good housekeeping for her wallets that have now been migrated to a hardware wallet.
Yeah.
But what did you do when you got your goodies and you confirmed that they were there?
Not a damn thing.
Next step is going to be just as DJ, and I suspected this, DJ Cryptomatic has now migrated all of his goodies to a fresh
I do
wallet.
need to do that. Yeah.
You do need to
I
do
also- I
that.
need-
You
yeah,
can
I
do
need
that
to
with a
get-
single wallet. You can do that with a single wallet. And here's
Yeah.
because you got one wallet right with you, right? Only one hardware wallet.
No.
You got
hardware
multiple
wallet.
ones.
Yes, I have one hardware
Okay,
wallet.
good.
Yeah.
Please trust in your backups as soon as you've definitely backed them up correctly, right? You've written them down properly, and
Oh, yeah.
and are they back home or are they maybe in your brain wallet? I hope not, but can you recover them if you have to?
I can. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Then factory wipe that hardware device and generate a brand new 24 word seed, right? create a passphrase as well, copy paste the public address onto your desktop, and then factory wipe the wallet again and reintroduce those seeds back into the wallet. Send them to the public address that you have now on your desktop. Now you've migrated. Final step. You can factory wipe the device, reintroduce the new seeds that you just generated, and put them into the hardware wallet. Now your goodies are there on a 24-word seed with a passphrase. And your other wallet that you originally sacked from is now in what we call cold storage because it's not on any device whatsoever. You can wait for airdrops to appear, and then you can worry about that at that time. This is what I recommend. DJ Cryptomatic just finished all this, but I knew you were in that situation, and a lot of other people in the not hopefully not in the chat, but out there spread the word that they should do this quickly. Why? Because compromised wallets now are getting rinsed. It's just a fact. It's not some crazy, mystical, terrible thing. It's code, and it's running against you, and it's just taking your goodies on 15,000.
Yes.
Some of these things are
Not goodies,
15,000.
money.
Yeah, 15,000 pulse increments and shipping it back when gas is low to the exchange and trading it on the exchange. So as not to ruin the price against itself, at least the attackers are smart. These bots are programmed to just take a little bit and sell a little bit on the exchange and then send the proceeds back to the attacker's wallet. So please don't you be one of them. And I'm wagging the fucking fingers at everybody because that's what I do. I wag the fucking fingers telling you
That's what you
please
do.
because it makes me sick that now we're seeing this. We're seeing this on chain. I'm getting DMs. I'm getting the actual transaction hashes. I'm seeing it. I'm collecting these bots now. It's not just one or two. I've got like 5 of them now collected. And you can too. You can see them when your friend complains about he knows somebody that got rinsed. Tell them to share the transaction hash with you, and you too can see what the attackers are doing. Thank you.
Yeah. And just because it hasn't yet happened yet doesn't necessarily mean that you're safe. So if nothing happened, that's great. But if you know that you connected to dApps with your sacrifice wallet during those past 2 years, it's definitely best practice to do what we just said. Yeah.
Yep. And by the way, this was happening primarily when gas was low. They shut down these automated tools, shut down when gas went crazy. So they cut off around 3 days ago, but that doesn't mean they don't have all the seeds already. And they're just waiting. So move your stuff to a fresh wallet, please. MetaMask on its own it hasn't been secure that we know of for a year and a half. So please send it off to a hardware wallet, brand new address with a 24-word seed and a passphrase. And then you'll be fine. Sleep well at night.
Last point on the gas prices.
Driving with the missus the other day, and she asked me this, classical question: who would you have dinner with, living or dead, if you could choose? And it took
Oh, it's up.
me a while, but I figured the perfect answer. It's Jack Levin, dead.
The end. The end. That's the greatest joke I've ever heard.
That's good.
I
That's
mean,
it.
the ending. I'm cool with that.
I love
It's
it.
a good
I
one.
think
It's
that
so
was
appropriate too.
perfect. What an amazing joke. I'll bet that was
Yeah.
written years ago and it just happens to be timely now.
Have to be timely now, exactly.
Beautiful.
Last point on my weather report, then I want to go through everybody's Pulsechain story, just to finish on these prices. So what we can see here now, I mean, we're dipping a little bit again, but today I actually saw Pulse X at 4 zeros and a 6 and a 7, which is pretty much sacrifice rate now. We dipped a little bit below it again, but all this FUD that I'm seeing on Twitter that, oh, you can buy it at 90% off the sack. I mean, yes, this was happening for a very, very short time window, but
For
I
now.
With
think,
very and very small liquidity. Like
And
you
Yeah.
see,
you
if
know-
you bought more than 2K,
I mean, that's
moved
opportunity
better.
is gone. But
And
also,
yeah.
if you look at the chart, I mean, it had to start at 0, right? It had to start at 0. And so down here, if you were lucky and scooped up something here, this is when the bridge stopped yesterday, and this is when it started again. So if you were one of the first ones, like Peter,
Yeah.
right? Who did you get your stuff through the bridge? Or
After
are you
50
still
hours. or
harassed by
something like
bridge
that.
50.
trolls?
Well,
Border control looked at his
More-
face and said,
more
"Not
Trump.
you."
Exactly.
border control.
So that's coming up to sack price at least. Hex is working really hard. I've seen this above 2 cents already today on the pulse. This is all on the pulse side. So it's really trying to achieve
What
parity
is
with
really
Ethereum
really
Hex.
fucking interesting. Sorry to
Yeah.
jump in, but I have to. Why the hell has EHEX higher price on Ethereum and even on Pulsechain?
Well, it's 3 cents on Ethereum here currently.
Yes, on Pulsechain
3.1. We had a
two-
wick to 4
2.4
cents
cents.
even today.
But I
And
saw
here it's
magic.
like 2-ish.
I saw magic trick on the Pulsex exchange that even though the dollar price of X on the Pulse chain was cheaper, I was actually able to buy per 1x of on the Pulse chain more EX. So 1x on the Pulse chain bought me 1.2 or 0.3x on the bridge from the Ethereum, even though the Ethereum one is a higher price dollar wise than the one on Pulse, because the liquidity pools are not being all routed through, or
Yes.
there's no bot fixing all the ratios.
Yeah, there is
so
no arbitrage.
Even though the dollar price of X of bridging X is higher than the native one, I was actually able to buy more of the bridge one with the native one due to that mismatch in the liquidity
Yeah.
ratios.
Right.
the discrepancies are kind of big.
Then
And
Pulse chain.
every price is set by by Pulse. Like the
Yes.
price of Pulse sets everything.
And Pulse currently at 3 zeros and 1 3. I've seen this also go up to 3 zeros and a 2 at the highest. So this is like between 2 and 3x above.
I saw it at
Sacrifice.
2.2 already.
Mhm.
Okay, even nicer. And the INC ride is between $5 and $10 going up and down. But you see here the amount of liquidity that's already there. Also the fact that if you go on dexscreener.com that we are listed right, we used to be
Wow, we're there. There we
down,
are. Yeah.
down here somewhere
Right.
next to Ethereum.
Yeah, it's last.
Wow.
But now we're like on the front.
Look at that.
So, yeah,
That's not bad.
yeah.
Not too shabby. Look at that.
So what that
Yeah.
tells us is as long as the bridge keeps going, these prices continue to improve. And,
Well, they continue to be more
Probably.
volatile, which is good.
yes,
And then
and
less
bounce up.
volatile.
But that was my weather
more-
report.
Well,
Shit,
hold
if
on,
we have
hold
to
on.
do this every
wait,
show now going
wait.
forward.
Hold on a second before we get to the stories
Yes.
of first reactions. Peter, let's discuss this for a second because Richard tweeted out things are going to get very volatile when the bridge unclogs and things start coming over. That would lend to more liquidity, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Also more liquidity providing and more.
Yes.
There,
But then that stabilizes the
let's-
price.
No. This is a good point. Let me just share my screen because this is something to address.
Wild SJ, are you excited yet? Isn't this a lovely stream that we're having today? It's just so raucous and
Yeah, no one
lowbrow.
crying and yelling and
crying, yelling, and craziness.
Wrong topic. Well, you never know.
I'm just waking up over here, so this is fine. I haven't even had my coffee yet, y'all.
Oh, well, go get your cup. We'll wait.
Good idea.
Let's enhance.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
so
a nice website.
how much of economic power it's bridged in? It's all these stable coins and Ethereum that is setting the price. And what can we see? Only one fifth, no more. Yeah, I don't know. Like
It's
more than
about 20,
than a
28%. or
quarter.
something.
Like
Yeah,
let's say
you-
133 like a quarter of all that.
There's a percentage under it, Peter. You could have read that.
But if it, okay, it's 79% of USDT, but Jesus Christ, like this number is so much smaller than all of these.
Yeah, but
No.
the thing is, the most breached thing was X, as many people thought it would be.
But
the thing
Hex
is,
it's not setting a price. Hex does not set.
no,
a price.
exactly. That's why I'm saying the prices now are very volatile, because the amount of stable coins that are bridged in, it's barely over 4 million, right? And so
Yes.
if you imagine everyone trading millions of Pulse and Pulsex and even bridging X against that small pool of liquidity, of course the prices will be volatile, and it means that big buys will move the price up and down a lot.
Only
Big buys
a
or sells, of course.
small percent of the total stablecoin liquidity is used in liquidity providing. So all this is moving the price of what's locked here.
Yeah,
or things locked against this in liquidity, let's say.
Yeah, so. Even those 4 million that I'm saying, probably in liquidity, it's even less than that, right? Because the liquidity value you see on the DEXs over there is liquidity on both sides of the pair.
Yeah.
So if you probably go to get DEX screener, you see the actual liquidity for the stablecoin pairs, it will be a lot lower than
it's
the
basically just this small amount of liquidity.
Not even that, it's less than that, because people have those on their wallets too that they didn't provide liquidity. So only a small portion of that is actually on the liquidity.
But this says in Pulse LPs.
So you're correct.
Only this part sets the. It's something to dump into.
Yeah, so barely 4 million basically.
So all the rest of this can move the price wherever it gets, like.
But also helps to stabilize, I think.
This is for stabilization.
Yeah, if more LPs added, it will stabilize more. But remember,
let's look how much there is waiting. Still waiting.
But didn't Richard tweet that the bridge is running on an old server or something? Like, what the hell?
What the hex? What the heck?
I don't
get
know
one
what
from David Feeder
about,
or something.
But the only Richard, he's concerned only about two things: liquidity. Security and mad gains. Those are the only of his two
concerns.
Yes.
Right.
And those are what matter most.
Yes. So if the bridge is safe, then okay, you have to eat it that it's low.
Yeah, but remember what I was mentioning once in this stream, that in the beginning it doesn't make sense for the LPs to have a lot of liquidity, because the people that don't believe on the chain will drain all that liquidity for them, and the ones that provided the liquidity will simply lose their funds because they will have tons of impermanent loss, right? So it's a good thing that we are starting with a low liquidity and building it up over time.
Yeah.
So the bots, like Papa said, cannot just go there and sell like tons, millions of tokens and just.
Actually,
Yep,
there is no way to set up liquidity in fast manner because of this.
Well, you know what? I wonder if the bots would be. Wouldn't that be? Well, it's disgusting to think about, but the bots are actually set for kind of trickling in. Wonder what they're going to do when there's limit orders. Attackers don't use limit orders.
No.
So there'll be all these limit orders that they're selling into. They can actually see what kind of liquidity is at every level and then dump into it accordingly and tweak how much they can dump at a time to take those limit orders out. So they're on the other side of the trade. That's going to be weird to see, right? Because here we saw the limit set at 15,000 pulse every time, 15,000 pulse over and over and over and over and over again. As soon as it got 15,000 pulse, boom, it would send it out.
Yeah.
So I wonder what happens when we have limit orders. And maybe that's on the horizon. Maybe that's months away. But we have it.
You give the scammers too much credit.
But adding
know,
more validators also doesn't help with the bridging, right? The bridge is its own
Thing,
Yeah.
It really runs on one server or something.
Yeah, the validators.
No.
Yeah, the validators are for the chain, not for the bridge. The bridge
Not
has
for the
different
bridge.
validators, and apparently there's only 9, according to Richard.
Worldwide.
And they're probably set up by the team
Richard.
itself, I would assume. Yeah.
Oh,
The
wait,
team,
stop,
the
stop,
team,
stop,
the team.
stop, stop, please stop. Cat is here. Hello, Cat.
A grumpy
Yeah.
cat.
This is the cat that was chased after, was injured, whacked on the face with a trailer hitch or a back of an entire
Hit with the whole RV.
yeah
I can hear you.
flat cat. How is your cat? How is your aging kitty?
She's wonderful.
Is she excited about Pulsechain launch?
She's so excited about Pulsechain launch. She was doing like zoomies back and forth when
Nice.
it launched. It was great. Yes.
So I want to get into everybody's Pulsechain story. So we had a famous saying this,
has something to do. Like prepare your setup. Like, like make your don't have a table filled with papers and work and stuff.
Hey, Walters J, did you have a clean desk? how was your moment of when Pulsechain? Were you around? Were you asleep? I was asleep for when Pulsechain launched. Miraculously, I woke up 45 minutes in, and the same again with when the bridge launched. I was also asleep. Miraculously, woke up an hour after. So, how was it for you?
I actually, it's clipped somewhere, but I got to announce it live on stream.
You were streaming.
I happened to be on stream with RH Max and Sloth Cryptographics, I think. There was like 2 or 3 other people there. And I had my notifications turned on, right, just for Richard. And you can see the moment that I get the notification. Like I look at my phone and my eyes all wide like saucers. And I don't remember who was talking, but I was just like, you guys, it happened. It happened. Pulsechain is live. And so I announced it and everything. So go to the page, and it was quite the moment, all captured on the internet too. So that was a lot of fun. I'm really glad that I was like, it was just perfect. It was just so perfect being on stream. Perfect. We were already talking about everything. I was actually waiting to get walked through some testnet stuff. So
and they were like, hey, let's do it live.
Yeah, no, I love that testnet is still live because, for someone like me, like I haven't messed around with it too much. I don't really plan on doing much of anything, but it's good that it's there so that I can test it out first and then go do it live. And I feel more confident in that.
Nice. And for the bridge, did you catch that moment when it went live on Tuesday morning, I believe it was?
Yeah, I can't remember. I think I was probably like watching a stream or something. I think I might have been watching Hexo or something like that. And
because he does these things like at 3:00 at night Europe time.
Well, where you at? Yeah,
much better for you guys. Papa B, what about you? You didn't share it on last Tuesday.
Okay. Well, yes.
Well, obviously.
There goes what you're making coffee. Okay, that's wrong. Yeah. Is that the code word for using the lavatory? In my house it is. Let me tell you. No. Anyway. These stool softeners are really causing havoc on my bowels. Anyway. It's making coffee, you see. Anyway, the idea shush and go change your gray water. The idea is that I was on a Twitter space with Famous. So I was hanging out there and 12 UTC came and went. So we're thinking it's a rollover for the next day. We're all just talking stuff. We're getting our stuff in order. We're talking security. We're getting our wallets, whatever. We're speculating about stuff. We're talking about pools and pairs and whatever's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, I think it was Famous that came in and said, "Pulsechain's live. Pulsechain's live." And everyone just absolutely quiet. It's like,
wow.
and the first, and then you hear in the background some like no name dude that just came in there. You hear this bullshit, and then he's like, no, I swear, check it out, everyone. And then I went and I refreshed my screen, and then there was a resounding
Silence.
just applause, just applause.
Okay.
There was laughing, there was whistling and wooting and craziness. It was really a wonderful moment, and I just had to say, whoever I am right now, I'm with like 57 people online. I have to say right now, I love each and every one of you. Congratulations, we made it. Your chain is open.
Because I think that's a
And then
moment that you will always remember, like what you did
Yeah.
when Pulsechain launched. Like, Elmar, were you asleep or were you up?
Well, I had fallen asleep like 10 to 20 minutes before.
I was waiting 12 hours.
Oh,
And then
no!
I said, this is not gonna launch.
I arrived home after like 14 hours of work in a row. It was like 10 p.m. I just sat here, went to the Telegram channel, waited and waited and waited, played a little bit, waited and waited. Then I was so tired, I just said, okay, it's not today. I'm going to bed. And then I woke up at 7 a.m. and it was live, and I missed it for like 10 to 12 minutes, 20 minutes, and I was like, what? So I just ran to the PC. My daughter had woken up and went to our bed, so that's when I woke up. I literally came to the PC. I went to the Telegram to help people out. I basically threw my wife and my daughter out of the house. I shooed them away.
Physically, you?
No. She understood by my look that okay, it's today. Go ahead.
She actually ran away.
Basically, yeah. She ran away. She picked up the daughter, ran away,
Nice.
and we're live. So I
but I
just
stayed up. I didn't go back to sleep. I was so excited. Like I really.
Yeah.
I tried to make some trades on Pulsechain.
He's not done, DJ. Listen.
By the
He's not
time
done.
I had the
DJ, what the fuck is
my
wrong?
ledger ready.
Hey, can you hear?
I can,
he
but
hear
let me
me?
finish the sentence, then we go.
But
back
you
to
didn't let him
Why is that
finish.
such a problem.
You didn't let him
I didn't
finish.
hear that he was still continuing to say something.
He was.
Okay, say something. Now I had.
It's your
forgotten
headphones.
what I
They
was
got a
going to
problem
say.
today. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Yes.
Probably you should
Continue,
apologize.
Elmire, please.
No, finish your idea.
I forgot by now what I was going to say. It's a new dawn. It's a new chain.
It's a new day.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel.
Perfect coffee
Breeze
making
drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, a new chain. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
I love that song.
Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. We can put like the steak wraps. Dolphin out in the sun. You know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun. You know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done. That's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. Oh, for me, yeah.
Ah, Danny.
Wow. Shout out to Danny, the singer, Crypto Heartbeat.
Nice.
So
That's the
amazing.
opposite of a short clip.
Yeah, that's the full song. Thank you.
That was a full song.
Yeah.
Joining us here, Toby One Hexobi. We're going through everyone's moment when
What the
Pulsechain.
Hey, Toby, Toby.
handlebars? What the
Toby,
freak is that?
Dorsey, he's ecstatic to see you.
Is it 1979 again? What's the deal,
I have
man?
my own personal trolls. That's how I
Oh,
know
but-
I've made it.
Can I say something about trolls, please? The word troll was. Listen,
Pay me the toll.
listen. We have a great. Listen, we have great chat here, people. I consider anybody with wit that talks shit in the chat in a constructive way to be a troll. I think a troll is a wonderful thing. I'm happy to have been one once and forever. I'm telling you, everybody in the chat, you're much appreciated. Keep up the good work. You're all trolls in my book. Thank you.
Pay the toll.
Bring up
Toby One
charts.
Hexobi.
The troll toll. Let's shake.
Or in,
How was the Pulsechain launch for you? Where were you? What did you do?
I've got my F Your Bad Vibes t-shirt on. It's Butch Walker. If you guys are not a fan of Butch Walker, I would recommend you check him out. He's fantastic, and he's got super cool merch. But this shirt's about 15 years old, so you will probably not find it.
We knew that by the stains.
And it looks purple. Like somehow it looks. This is a black T-shirt. I swear. Somehow it looks like it's
Charts.
Speaking of, yeah, I know, right, dude? Lately, especially, right? Because it's like all. I mean, there's so much value tied up in the bridge. People are kind of deciding, you know, am I going to like try to deploy my dry powder over there instead of over here? Volume is like garbage on the Ethereum network. Gas fees are still not great if you do want to do anything, and you're not getting your copies anymore. Mainnet's already launched, so a lot of those things are in play. So, you know, with all that being said, I think we're actually holding up pretty well on the Ethereum side, and I'm happy to show you the charts whenever you'd like.
Chewbacca.
It's me every time. The Chewbacca thing at the end is like
That was actually DJ Crypto. Oh,
What? This is DJ Crypto.
yeah, I said DJ Cryptomatic has improved his Wookiee call. DJ, would you like to give us an example of your new improvement? Well done.
See how that goes? All right, TA with Toby time.
Yeah, so I've got the chart there if you want to pop that up. Yep, we got it on the screen. I started
Alright.
messing around a little bit. I came in a little early. I know I'm told I'm only allowed the last 20 minutes, and I'm pretty sure that's a pop.
15.
We'll talk about that later. Or
They're
not.
all yours.
15. Thank you so much, Papa. But anyhow,
You want to make it
I
12?
was playing around with another, trying to see if maybe there's another pattern. We could make it 0.
Toby exhibiting quite the sense of humor. Continue, please.
You know, it is the banter we love to hate. Hey, so basically I'm playing around with like another channel just to see if I could figure out something happening on this crazy business with this new stuff going on, and I really am having a hard time finding anything definitive. I mean, we're bouncing around pretty close to where we had the breakout of the magenta parallel channel. The measured move of that took us down right into this green box around 3.2. We wicked way down below, below the bottom of the giant white wedge that we've been forming for 2 years. So that was a little surprising to me that we would go down quite that far, but wicking through it and back up again, and then finding ourselves right back here around the 3.2 on that very first crazy day was reassuring. And then we bounced around a little bit, and then it looks like I've got a 12-hour chart going right here. So let's do daily, and maybe it's a little cleaner. Yeah, a little less busy on the daily. So you can see here we got a wick up And where'd it go? It went right like dead nuts onto the bottom of that parallel channel. So, TA does kind of give you an idea of where things might stop or start. And then, we're just kind of going sideways. I mean, we could be doing a little bear flag, or maybe even a reversal pennant.
Thank you for
There's
the
just
super
not
chat.
enough there to have like a definitive pattern to work from. But yeah, so it's kind of snooze fest on the charts at the moment. I think, once we get the bridges going and there's more liquidity over on Pulsechain, it'll be fun to kind of see what's going on between the two. I know there are lots of people talking about ARB plays and all those things, but all those people that want to do such things, their hands are largely tied while we're waiting on the Drano to work and unclog the bridge.
But would you agree with
So
that
a
we
little
now
lackluster on the update?
have to combine both hex values? Like we used to be at 5 cents, so now we're 3 on Ethereum, 2 cents on Pulse. Together that makes again 5. Is that how we need to look at things now?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good way to look at it. It's like, I know there's lots of people that are kind of freaked out because all they're
it's
looking
like
at
a
is their
calming
staker,
way.
and they're not even looking. And now, it's like they're looking at staker, and they're not even looking that you can toggle on Pulsechain now, which little super secret hack. And I need to give a shout out to the guy that shared it with me, and because I can't not, because I didn't even think about it. And then CC at HippieDoo, he messaged me on Twitter and was like, "Hey man, did you know that you can buy Pulse on Staker app?" So for people that didn't sacrifice for Pulse, but they have Hex Liquid and got Hex copied onto the Pulse chain, they can use their Staker app to swap that for Pulse and use the Hex to pay the gas fee. So that was pretty clever, I thought, for people that are having difficulty and didn't think they had access to Pulse. There might be an option. So
Okay.
that was
Actually, you reminded me of
useful
something
tidbit.
just now, because I, in fact, sacrificed a little bit through the Staker app and had totally forgotten about
As
it.
did
So I
I.
need to check out on my Pulse there.
And I don't see it on there yet. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I
Oh,
haven't
you
really
have
I
to,
haven't spent a lot
okay.
of time on that. I've been trying to get my. Yeah, I'll have to check it out, or blow stuff up and ask them what's going on with that, because I know there's some people that sacrifice like all of their sacrifice through Staker, or
Right.
Yeah, I
a
did my
donation
Pulse
that
like through
sends through
Staker app.
Staker.
So, and I still haven't like
So
figured out
did
how
you
to
get
even
yours?
see how much. No, I mean, like,
No.
but
Oh, see it.
that's my lack of trying. I haven't actually looked to see like how I even do that. I'm a little slow, but that's all right. I think. Like, the way it's slow going is the
There's
way to do it.
priorities,
Yeah.
Now, regarding your that
slow going,
big
slow
week,
and steady.
regarding that big week that we see in the chart,
The
it
big
was
wig.
mostly the big
Not-
week.
not
It-
Big wig.
was-
Jesus.
The wig.
Wah, wah. Okay, continue, please.
It was kind of expected because we knew that the liquidity pool would be very small, close to the fork, and as soon as people had a guarantee that the fork had already happened, the ones that wanted to dump it basically had a bunch of slippage towards the downside, as expected.
Yes.
And that's
I
why
actually brought
it was
this
a week
along.
up, a week down, and then up again.
Okay. So we have Hex
I
Squid
brought this
here,
along just in case.
who's got the Staker app coins. So
Does anybody
Yeah.
want to hear what Peter was doing when Pulsechain went live? I would.
No. Jeez.
Peter,
Uh,
tell us what happened when Pulsechain went live.
I was sleeping.
yeah, that's what you said on Tuesday.
Next story. But what were you dreaming about?
If I only remember, it was not. No.
But
Red
I
Bull
was awake
Camps,
for the bridge.
no. The what?
I was awake for the bridge. It was like close to 3 a.m. here. I was in the Telegram chat, helping people out, and suddenly the gates are open, and the people
I
on
wasn't awake. Yeah, go ahead.
and the people on the chat basically tripled in just 5 minutes. So we had to try and help people out, understand how the bridge works and why everything was stuck and whatever. So I only went to bed at like 5 a.m. or something.
Great. And
I was
you,
actually on
DJ
the phone with
Cryptomatic,
Peter.
Me?
What?
anything you wanted to add to your story? Because you kind of got cut short before
No,
we
but
hear
I
last
just wanted
15 minutes
to
of-
emphasize again that these sweet deals that allegedly Johnny Chaos, he said on stream that he got like a really good trade right within those first 15-20 minutes of like a very good ratio of 1 hex to 20 or 230 pulls. And I was, looking for this kind of for this window of opportunity myself, because I wanted to add a little bit to my pulse position, hex position on pulls, but I was too late. So because I only noticed that it was live 45 minutes after it went. So, and but that again, I'm not mad about it. I just missed that window. Same again when the bridge went live, same story. The first ones who had their stable coins through were able to get really good deals, but the positive about that is that there's so much demand, so much pressure, so much interest. Like in a normal launch, you would think even now, 3 or 4 days in, we would still be able to get those kind of deals. And the fact that this was only a window of 15 to 20 minutes in both occasions is just very, very bullish to me. So
No, it's sad. It's sad.
No, what's the matter? What's the matter?
Future's bright.
That's what we used to do back in high school when we farted and we wanted people to know. Is that what you were doing?
That's what we
was
do
the deal?
before.
Yeah.
That's what we do before you draw a pentagram.
Oh, yeah, right.
Do you have, besides this, anything to share on the Pulsechain tour?
You mess with the
What's-
bull, you get the horns.
I get there. Ooh.
There it is.
Well,
What's
but
going
before
on
we
with
get
the
to that,
Pulsechain tour? Yes.
Before we get to that, Toby,
Yeah.
put down the razor, please. You're not going to shave it off. Oh, please.
Yeah.
All right. Take it all off. Thank you. That's great.
I'm
Toby,
going
all right.
from the biker Fu
It's-
Manchu down to the 70s.
Child molester.
Yeah, it's a 1 hour format show, and
Yeah.
we didn't
I'm
budget
stopping
for
short
shaving.
of your Austrian favorite.
We cut short.
You're not going to do my
Austrian favorite. It would be cool. Come on.
yeah.
100,
Toby?
180 people watching this.
we should-
watch the live.
Yeah. Watching a man
should-
shave.
We need
And
to create
why,
a
you may
segment.
ask? Yeah.
We need to create a
There-
segment.
What the-
Shave with Tony. With Toby.
Toby.
Dude, I've been up all night doing deposits for my validators. Do you know how maddening that is?
Mm.
How
What,
many?
what were you doing? What were you doing upon launch, Toby?
I was actually talking to David Feeder, working to get my validators going correctly, and I had turned off my phone to be respectful to him. Plus, there was a situation where we could lose internet, so we were using 5G on my phone to do the Zoom call, and but I had everything else silenced, so I didn't hear any of the alerts, of which there were a plenty from everybody blowing me up to tell me it launched. And then all of a sudden, Dave's like, "Hey man, is your phone blowing up?" I'm like, "I don't know, I'm not looking at it." And he goes, "I have a ton of text messages." He goes, "I wonder." And he goes, "Dude, 11 minutes ago, mainnet launched." And we're just both like, "What?" It's just us on a Zoom call by ourselves. And then I'm like, "Well, hey," I'm like, "You got stuff to do, man. Go get your script ready for everybody else." And whatever. He's like, "Oh, we can finish up. It's okay." I'm like, "No way." It's like he's just the calmest cucumber in the whole patch. And it was a nice moment to share with such an illustrious Hexican. So that was fun.
Amazing.
The bridge, I honestly don't remember where I was or what I was doing.
So it's fair to say that
Probably
none of us
spreading
here
all my
made
validator
any first minute trades. Then we're all
I did
Unfortunately-
one just to say I did.
right.
Not first
No, I
minute, but shortly
Didn't you-
thereafter
didn't
when I
you
could
sell
connect
there?
Sell
securely.
some.
I wanted me to get some of
Didn't you
that
sell some of your
cheap
fake
X.
USDs or DAI maybe?
Yeah, I go. Sorry, Elmire, you were saying something.
No, I'm saying I also wanted to jump on that swap for cheap X on Pulse, but when I got there, it was about what it is now, 90, 100.
Yeah, 90, 100. Yeah. Very fast.
Yeah.
No, I felt dirty for doing it, but I swapped 100 copy die for Pulse. That's it.
You're dirty.
That's all I had. I know. I felt so
Right.
terrible. I'm like, Here, have this if you dare. And somebody did.
And
So-
somebody said, "Yeah, I'll take that."
Yeah. Give me that. I'm rich. I'm rich. I got the coffee dye. I got it.
I didn't hold
It's
any
so evil.
stable coins for the fork.
So
For the
evil.
fork, I
Into a
only
pool, Papa B.
I did. I sold it to a pool. But I just imagine some rube just grabbing it, going, "I'll take that. Here, have this pulse in return."
Unfortunately, there were some.
What's that Game of
Like
Thrones meme with the bell? Shame.
Yeah, shame.
Shame.
Shave. Shave.
Shame.
Shave. Yes. Okay. So now, while she's got a mouthful of coffee, Wild SJ, what's
Yes.
going on the road?
Ooh, what is going on the
Can
road?
you speak away
Well,
from me? The coffee breath, just away from me, please. Thank you. No.
You got to
It's
get
got
a little
turmeric
cream for
in it
her-
too.
her
Delicious.
dramatic.
Wow.
Tales from the Road with SJ.
Yeah, I am in Northern California now. I got here yesterday, and I am waiting to see a mechanic because I've had this thing since January, and it's been leaking oil the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. So I've been definitely watching it. Like I know how to check my oil and add oil and all that good stuff. So like I've been keeping a good eye on it. But
Dad said, "Check the oil."
I can do these things. What else? Let's see. I'm not in SoCal. No, nom nom. I'm in NorCal, and it worked out really well for me. I happen to have a friend's bachelorette party is up in Santa Rosa this weekend, and then of course the kickoff to the Pulsechain tour is next weekend. So Dublin, California on the 27th. My hope is between now and then that I can at some point become the forest. I want to just like encase myself in moss and be covered with leaves and tree trunks and roots. Like
Haven't encountered
wait,
any
Wild
bear
berry
yet?
acid or
So
No.
Have you encountered
no.
any bear yet, or you've been safe?
well,
Any
she
bears?
obviously found the Amanita muscaria.
no bears.
Yeah.
No bears yet. Yeah.
Have
I haven't
you
gotten
have you
out into the
seen
woods.
have you seen any evidence of the forest fires from a couple of years ago?
Yeah, for sure. You can like there's sections of trees and things that are just all black. Like there's no nothing growing there. So yeah, that is evident.
you mean the 2020 fires?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
end of the
Santa
world
Rosa. It's
fire?
right near Santa Rosa. Yeah. They had to evacuate Santa Rosa actually. So
Yeah.
it's really sad.
Yeah.
I think it's a stock photo behind you, or is that real stuff we're looking
I
at?
took that photo, but
Huh.
that was in Ohio.
Oh no. Okay, so no giant redwood, no great giant sequoias or what?
That's where
redwoods or
I'm
anything
going.
like
That's my plan. Like I really it's probably one of my favorite parts of the country, and I just feel really connected. And y'all know me and the healthy stuff, so I just want to go forest bathing and take off my shoes and be a hippie for a little while.
How is
Only the shoes?
How right you are, Papa B.
Right? Yeah. It's
You
like-
know me.
Oh, yeah.
How has the experience been of living in a tiny van?
You know,
Anyhow.
it's like it. I did this in a Sprinter van last year. Got pictures.
We are losing you. I think we lost her.
And she's gone.
And she's gone, unfortunately.
That's terrible.
I've been given secret footage of the moment of her when Pulsechain went.
Oh, and
live.
she's back again?
Let's see.
To earn
There she
third-party
is.
tokens.
Just a minute. Let's
Richard
listen
just
in on
tweeted
this.
the PulseX mainnet is now live. The pulsechain.com mainnet is now live. He just tweeted
Right
it.
now.
He tweeted
Whoa.
it. It just happened.
Whoa.
It happened.
Oh my god!
Wait.
Wow.
Hold on.
I forgot I got that excited.
Max, look at you live streaming V3 and mainnet. Some kind of oracle over here, man.
Wait,
I don't.
where is it?
Is this what they call a full body orgasm?
It says Pulsechain.
It's like a teenager was invited to prom, basically.
Right before
This is
that.
like when the Beatles, 1965.
Okay. I was like, whoa, what happened there?
Wait.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
That's cute.
Wow, that's a lot of energy.
Beautiful. What a time! What a
It
time!
made me
Yeah.
remember. It made me remember a teenager that got invited to prom, basically by the Joker.
Yeah, I was Kermiting. You know that Kermit gift?
Yes, Dorothy. I wish I could shake my hair like that. Yeah. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you. Mwah.
We'll get you a nice wig.
Yeah, well.
Hey, SJ, I wanted to tell you something. I heard you talking about like an exhaust leak where you were smelling fumes and someone had worked on that for you. Please be sure to get that checked out like thoroughly, because that is super dangerous. There's a friend of
carbon
mine
monoxide
who actually was in a terrible accident and died
Oh no.
because they were overcome with monoxide fumes.
But you've got a carbon monoxide alarm, right?
I do actually. It's not set up, but I have
You
one.
do.
No, you have to set it up in a van.
Yeah,
You have to.
but
Just like
yeah,
your hardware wallet. Just-
Why
So
do I
it's
have to set
actually
it
more
set up in a
because of the oil leak. So this oil leak has been going on forever, and the oil is all over the engine and everything. So what it mostly is the fumes from the oil that's gotten all over everything that's coming up in the bus. But so what I had done was someone, what is the word? They filled the cracks, with that like putty stuff. But the next step is to insulate further, because there's like no insulation between the front of between the engine and where I'm sitting. So if I drive it for more than like 2 to 3 hours, that's why I'm so slow going. First of all, there's a governor on it, so I can't go above 60 miles an hour. And then secondly, like every 2 to 3 hours, I have to stop and just let the engine cool down, because otherwise it's not as bad as it was, but those fumes still like get up in my face, and I'm just like,
Right.
This is not
Dangerous.
No.
That's not good.
DJ Cryptomatic, may I please provide a shout out to a gentleman out in wherever they are?
Go.
Did you say no? Or go?
I said go. We're good to G-O.
Shout out to Corey Costa, a gentleman who went beyond what we had discussed in private and published a TikTok and a YouTube video which enforces the idea of using hardware wallets and how important it is. A plea to the entire community and beyond to do so in these trying times. So please pay attention to it and give Corey Costa your ear and a follow. Thank you very much, Corey.
Outro.
Do you like drum and bass? I love drum and bass. It's my favorite music.